busting my balls, Billy, okay?
I can already tell that I don't like you.
Fuck you, bust on my ball.
I ain't scared of you motherfuckers.
It might be your first ball job.
Yeah, of course.
How long did it take for the guy to come?
It's pretty nice
Well,
out here,
I mean,
dude. I
you
can
like-
drive you. You've driven through shitholes in Chicago,
You
man.
grew up in a shithole, so it's hard to relate to see what you think is a real shithole.
You don't,
and
what are you
what's
talking
an
about, dude?
actual
I
shithole.
grew up in a
Is it
regular
not?
old fucking neighborhood. Yeah, I grew up in a regular old fucking white person.
Akron, Ohio is not
you know,
a
couple
regular
black
white
people in a
person.
neighborhood. You know what I'm saying?
Black people. You
Yeah.
you grew up like fucking Eminem.
Oh, please. I didn't grow up
you're
like
the
Eminem.
only white dude in the
No.
neighborhood.
I didn't grow up like Eminem, dude.
That's what I thought you were telling me that.
You know, I was telling my
had all
wife.
black
I was
friends,
telling
right?
my wife. Okay, I had all black friends growing up, but I was telling my wife like a couple weeks ago. I should have been a rapper. You know, like comedy.
Yeah.
I like comedy, but rapping's way cool, right?
Where was there all your friends like rapping and shit back then?
No,
Were you,
I
like,
never met
no?
rappers until I got
Okay.
older. I didn't meet rappers until I was about like 25, and then I was like, there was some people that my friends would hang out with that they were like new friends that they were
Yeah.
rappers.
But none of the black dudes you rolled with back
Oh
then?
yeah,
were,
in
like,
high school.
fucking
Yeah, in high school, I had a dude I went to school with, Ed. I can't remember his last name, but he was the first person I ever heard do a demo. Like did
Oh,
a demo,
yeah?
and it wasn't bad. Like that was like, oh, this isn't, for
Oh,
the
yeah?
time,
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
Like if you heard it now, you'd be like, yeah, that ain't gonna stand the test of time. But he was the first. Yeah, and I went to school with a kid named Ashman Chapman. He was a rapper. You know, and then
this is
yeah,
what we got in Villa Park right here.
there
This is
was
what I'm talking about.
it's funny how
Everybody
like,
in Villa Park looks like they're walking to do their laundry at the Coin Laundry.
why
They're,
do
like,
why do
fucking
people
white
like
shirts,
women? Why do they always
sweatpants.
come out like in like?
She was belly first coming out.
Yeah, I know, right? Where their bellies like going frontward. But why do like people go to like to the store and like they're like sleeping pants? Like
I don't know.
like that'd be like me coming out with my like I say like Cavaliers like sleeping pants and shit like that.
I know.
Like I would never leave the house wearing those. Not even go to 7-Eleven.
The only time I would ever go out like that is if I just fucked. And I didn't care. That's the only time I don't care about like how I look.
Oh, yeah?
If I just fuck someone, I'll just walk out in like just fucking sweatpants, a diaper, whatever.
Yeah, now I got it. Really?
You know what I mean? Yeah, because you're kind of like
'Cause you just fucked?
You just fucked, and you're just kind of like carefree, kind of like that. But
Yeah.
otherwise, I'm always like worried about what I'm. For the most part, like I don't want to look like if you run into somebody ever, you don't want to look like a complete fucking shithead disgrace or have holes
Yeah.
in your shirt and stuff. But yeah, I don't know like
Basically
why people
describing
look
how
like
I
that.
dress all the
Right.
time.
Yeah,
Dude,
you-
I was going to go to the comedy bar to their open mic tonight. I told you I went there.
Fuck that
And
place.
before I was leaving the house, when I was about to get ready, my wife goes, "Are you wearing that?" And I go, "Yeah, I'm wearing that." And she goes, "You need to change. Like, you need to change."
To go to an open mic.
To
you
go to an
need
open
change.
mic. Yeah. But, dude,
Your
that's...
clothes are too bad for an open
But
mic.
dude, my wife, she won't leave the house without like putting her makeup on and everything. Like
Yeah.
my wife's not like throw a hat on
Which is weird because
and let me go to
that-
the grocery store real quick person.
You have a wife who's she's Hispanic, so
Yeah.
she has more like features that stand out compared to like most white chicks. Especially like my ex, white hair, or not white hair.
Yeah, white hair.
blonde hair, pale skin. She's like German, and she had to put on so much to even make it look like you could see her eyes or her mouth.
Really?
Yeah, like it was. She would take like an hour and a half. Like she was like fucking working from a blank canvas when she came
Yeah.
out of the shower.
Uh-huh.
Just had so much shit she's adding on and looking at her back. It's
Women
like,
put so
God
much shit
damn.
on, dude.
Like if she didn't put that on every day, like people like even she went to work a couple times where she didn't have enough time to put on her makeup, and people at work were like, "What's going on?
They probably didn't recognize
What
her.
happened to you?
Yeah. She had
Do
a
you
rough
have a
night.
rough night? Yeah. Are you okay?
I don't got eyeliner on, pig.
Do we
you
need
know?
to take you to the doctor? Are you sick?
Yeah, yeah,
No, it isn't
dude,
put on-
women are full of motherfuckers with their makeup.
Full,
Can you
yeah.
imagine if dudes were like putting on makeup like that, and then like the next morning you're like, "Who are you? Like, why do you look different?"
Dude, my ex wasn't even getting any attention from guys until she learned how to put makeup on correctly. 'Cause,
Yeah.
I mean, that's how much it changed her game.
Yeah.
Like, and that's a lot of people. If you
Well,
don't,
I
if you
always-
can do it right or do it the right
Dude.
way, you can go from a 4 to like an 8.
Dude, my wife shows me those Instagram and like YouTube tutorials and shit on like makeup and stuff, and dude,
Yeah.
they look totally different. I mean, there's
No.
people that have bad blemishes with like freckles and shit, and then they
Oh,
put
yeah.
that shit on their face, and it looks totally different, man. They look hot.
Yeah,
well,
they
dude,
can have,
makeup
like-
works so well that guys can put it on and they look like women. You know what I'm saying? That just shows you how good makeup
Right.
is.
Remember when I was telling you, look at this dude. I was telling you, like, Villa Park looks like the place like Fred Durst probably lives now. Like, fucking hangs out. That guy
Well,
right
he's got
there.
a cut-off T-shirt. He cut off the sleeves.
T-shirt,
Hey, I
got-
like cutting off sleeves and T-shirts
He's
sometimes.
smoking a fucking cigarette right next to 3 like little toddlers.
Hey, there ain't nothing wrong with that.
He's got a little dirty mustache.
That's a man right
He's
there.
fucking walking like he just like owns the fucking town.
Hey, there ain't nothing wrong with that, dude.
He probably nothing wrong with that dude. I guarantee he came out of one
Dude,
of
I
these
like-
fucking shitty bars over here.
Dude, I like some sleeves on an old T-shirt cut off, like where you're like, this T-shirt's getting old. Let me cut the sleeves off, and you go, boom. It's like
I don't know
it's
what
like,
what age is that? Do you wear
you
that?
can new
usually?
you can new
I
up a
don't know.
T-shirt by cutting off the sleeves of it like that, dude. Where you go, man, I got this thing got more legs on it now.
No. Like I
You
think
don't
if
think
you're
so?
like when you're like a junior, senior in high school, it's okay to wear the
Dude.
short sleeve, the sleeveless. But when you're like 40 and you're walking around on the streets,
I don't
with
know, man.
no sleeves.
I feel like
dude,
a
it's not
cut
a
off,
good
like
look.
like
Something's wrong
sleeves
with
cut
your
off a
life.
T-shirt's ageless. I mean, that's like ageless. You know what I'm saying?
Ageless.
No, you could do it on like a 5-year-old, or you could do it on like a 65-year-old. Where you go, man, this
No,
thing is
5-year-old.
ageless.
You look like fucking Joe Dirt, like, motherfucker.
What's
White
wrong with that?
Trash,
Dude, I picked up a truck driver today. I do Uber on the side, man, and I picked up a fucking guy that looked like Joe Dirt.
Oh,
And he was a truck driver. And he was in my car for like half an hour.
Did
And
he
he's-
start like rolling his own
Dude,
cigarettes?
no,
in there?
I was saying, man, I bet you've seen some shit out there, right? And he goes, I go, hey, you ever seen any hitchhikers? And he goes, yeah, I'm starting to see them a little bit more now. And I go, yeah, I seen one like a month ago for the first time in a while, like dude with the thumb out and everything, because you never
Really?
see hitchhikers like that.
I
Like,
was just thinking, I saw someone today actually doing that. Yeah, what's
whoa,
that about?
It's on the comeback. These fucking young people are trying to they
What do they
think
keep
they're
you on
being,
parachute in case anything goes wrong, or
So,
keep
dude,
video on?
He
You know
told
what I
me.
mean?
He told me, he goes, because he's 48. He goes, when I was young, I used to hitchhike. He goes, one time a guy picked me up, and
Yeah.
like he said, like 20 minutes in, the guy goes, hey, for $100, and he popped out $100. He goes, can I blow you for $100? Blow him for $100.
Wait, the guy that he picked up?
Yeah.
He picked up? No.
No.
Oh.
He got
He-
picked up, and he was a
okay.
young guy by a guy. And the guy 20 minutes in goes, hey, I got $100. He pulls it out and he goes, hey, can I blow you for $100? You know what he said he did? He said he
What?
grabbed the $100 and
He
he
jumped out of
he
the car?
barrel rolled out the fucking car doing like
No.
25 miles an hour. I go,
Holy
dude. Dude.
shit.
I go. How is that barrel rolling out of a car at like 25 miles an hour? He goes, at first it didn't hurt. He goes, but later on, dude, I was hurting like a son of a
You
bitch. He
probably
goes,
should've
I got fucked up. He
Probably-
said I could have died.
He wouldn't have been hurt if he just gave that blowjob.
He could have got ran over by. Yeah, I know. I know.
That's like one of those life decisions, like
Yeah.
ruin like getting hurt or messing up your fucking elbow or like putting a dick in your mouth. And I don't know, like.
Well, I mean,
so
that's
much-
awkward, though, because what are you going to do? You're going to go, I'm good, and then just keep riding with them? I mean,
I'll
because
tell
then
you
you're riding
what.
with somebody that's like, hey, he wanted to blow me or
There's
something like
always a guy that it always depends like where you are financially in life. Even
Mm-hmm.
the most straight guy, if he's really down and out, that $100 you might be sucking a dick. Think about it.
Dude, I've been down
Think
and out
about it.
all
Let's
my
say
life,
you're-
and I've
let's
never
say you're
once
like,
thought about
hey,
sucking a dick.
Hey,
dude.
yeah, but you haven't been down and out. Like say you're homeless. It's like
Oh.
negative 30 outside.
Yeah, I guess you're desperate.
You need a place to stay. You could get a hotel room.
Mm-hmm.
You can get yourself a couple Whoppers, some fries. Just put this dick in your mouth.
That's why I've always thought like even
don't know.
halfway attractive homeless women, they must be a real piece of shit, because it's like you can't fuck
Oh.
one guy that will bring you into their apartment or house that you can just play like
Yeah,
just
that's-
play the role until you get on your fucking feet, you fucking scumbag cunt bitch.
I used to say like think about it all the time. Like if I wasn't like just not a bad looking guy, I probably could have been homeless a lot of times because I moved in with so many chicks and like for financial reasons.
Oh,
And
wow.
also I saw like a really attractive homeless girl in Seattle, and I just instantly wanted to like fucking like help her. And like you don't think about that
No,
when you
'cause
see
she's
like
hot,
dirty. You
that's
think,
why.
yeah, isn't that weird though? You want to help out the
But
good-looking
she's
ones.
most likely she's a fucking mess. She's either a drug
Oh,
addict,
yeah.
most
She's kinda-
likely. She's either psychotic once the night comes to the end. She's getting crazy at night,
But I bet
and
she
she's
fucks
probably a
real
drug
good.
addict.
She probably fucks real good because
dude,
she's
those-
fucking for drugs all the time.
Those crazy
right?
chicks, that's the one fucking superpower crazy chicks have. They
They
know
can
how to
fuck.
fuck.
They can
Usually.
fuck.
Usually. And if they don't know how to
Yeah.
fuck, it's like, well, you're just a waste, because
And then
you're
when
not
you're
even
like-
using your crazy
And
powers
then when you're
for
like,
good.
you're crazy, we can't fuck anymore. I can't be with you, and then you're in trouble.
That is
And then
what's
when they're
nuts about
fucking-
crazy chicks, right? They like
coming
they
after
can
you.
fuck, and they like to fuck a lot. That's the one thing where it's like, dude, she's always down the fuck, but she's also crazy as fuck. You're right.
Yeah,
man.
then you come out, like you break up with her, then the next week you like someone keyed your car, like, oh fuck, I wonder who this was.
Yeah, the
then
car
you're
keying
like,
thing, man.
Yeah, like your fucking garbage
Dude,
cans out on fire.
What are some crazy chick tactics when you break up? One is keying the car. Like I don't know.
Car. Another one is trying to come at you for money.
Yeah.
Because you've been milking it from the whole time I was.
They like to do property damage. They can do property damage where they bust windows, whether it's key your car, bust your car windows, maybe bust your fucking windows out. Call your relatives. That's a move. They'll call like your mom or like your fucking sister, your grandma. They'll do that.
Yeah.
They will call new girlfriends. Like you might not even hear about that person for like 8 months, 2 years, and then out of nowhere, a couple weeks into a new girl, and you go, craziest thing, she comes to you and goes, craziest thing happened. Your ex fucking contacted me today or showed up at my fucking work. Yeah.
That's fucking nuts. And or like also spread like rumors about you, like you have
Horrible
STDs.
rumors. Yeah.
Or that you got AIDS or some other shit. I've had that. And also I've had my ex that I lived with at one time, her name's Melanie. I don't give a fuck.
Well, dude, there's plenty of Melanies.
It's been a long enough time. But
you fucked a chick named Melanie, huh?
I fucked a lot of M's. For some reason, I kept running into M's.
Oh yeah, Melissa, Melanie.
I dated 2 long-term relationships, 2 Melissas. Melanie, Melissa, 2 Melissas.
Wow, you dated
Meg,
2 Melissas?
2 Melissas, a Meg.
I don't like the name Melissa. To be honest with you, dude, like if I personally...
what? I don't either anymore.
But to be honest with you, dude, I never liked Christina, and that's my wife's name. My neighbor, I had a neighbor named Christina, and she was when I was growing up, and she was so annoying. She's a nice girl. She's a nice girl, but she was annoying to me as growing up, and it ruined me for Christina's. And when I met my wife and her name was Christina, I kind of felt like we ain't gonna work out because I don't even like the name Christina, and I'm not even I never thought about it, but when I met her I go, oh, that's your name? This ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, because you already have that taste in your mouth that it's like a fucking bad experience from that name.
That's just how it is.
Yeah, but she, like Melanie, would she was throwing house parties because we lived together when I was at work as a server, and then I came home one time and she's just telling everybody what a piece of shit I am and stuff. And this large fucking like, Paul Bunyan motherfucker got in my face and like was like grabbed me by the throat, threw me against the wall, and was just basically like, "You fuck with Melanie, you gonna fuck with me too." And then like, and tried to scare me up and shit. And I was like,
that work?
Huh? Hell yeah, it worked.
Right.
Well, it worked in the fact that he's in my home where I'm living,
dude.
So you don't have any outs at that point.
Yeah,
you
ever have crazy chicks? Like I've had I had a kid with a person that she hated me, and when she'd see me out, like if I was out at a bar and she was at the same bar and see me out, it's like, dude, there's gonna be a problem. Yeah, and if she's with other dudes, it's gonna be a problem too. So I always had to be with like other dudes. Otherwise, it's like. And I didn't want no problem. I'm the type of dude that was like, no, I almost.
Would she be like, you'd see her like whispering or talking shit with the other people around her?
It would come like a fucking It'd come like a tornado. You wouldn't even see it coming. It ain't like a movie where you go, oh, I see it over there. It would be like, I see it over there, and now it's coming towards me. And now it's coming towards me.
I'm in it, and I can't get out of it.
And yeah. I mean, they do that move, dude. They go to your work. They do that move, dude. They don't give your shit back.
Well, one of them showed up at your comedy club, right? When you were working
busted
there,
out a fucking glass door.
You weren't performing. That was before when you were just
I was just working as a server there, dude, and it was embarrassing. Yeah, she was just getting drunk at the bar, and like she'd see me while I was working as a server, and she'd go, "I'm gonna see you when you get off, motherfucker," like type talk.
God damn.
And then when I was about to get off, they were like, "Miss, you gotta go," because she was there for like 2 hours just talking shit about me the whole time.
By the window or like inside?
No, inside at the bar at this comedy club, and then they had to bounce her out, and they grabbed her from behind, right?
Yeah.
Like literally, like their chest is and her back's against their chest, and they grab her, bear hug her, right? And take her out. And since she was wearing high heels, when they go out the doors, she kicked the glass door that they were opening, and it just all shattered right there with her heel.
Fucking shattered.
Yeah, I was working at that place for like 3 weeks.
Jesus Christ.
For like 3 weeks, and then did
they take it out on you?
No,
like,
dude, no. Fuck? I just told them sorry, man. I was like, I don't.
Oh
they knew. I like, what am I? I didn't do anything. I'm like a polite guy.
No, but
I just
you
had the
work
craziest
there, and it's
fucking.
like they're gonna be like, you just wouldn't have happened if you weren't working here.
Yeah,
kind of thing, you know.
I tell dudes like young guys. I'm like, dude, don't. I just tell dudes don't date crazy chicks. I know they seem like they're fun. They got the coolest tattoos. They got the coolest hair. They got good conversations. They can drink. They like to do drugs and shit like that. But once it goes bad, they put their crazy sights on you, and you're fucked.
Yeah,
you're fucked.
you're not.
It's always cool when they have their sights on somebody else.
And sometimes it's hard to figure out, like, if they're crazy or not at first, but then they start talking, you hear like stories of some of their exes and shit they've done, and then you're like, what?
But then you start, you know what people don't realize as time goes on, that like, and I've learned it about myself too. Like, for example, like I don't get along with nobody in my family. After a while, I always seem to have problems with my family. You know, like everybody. You know, like I always have problems, and then I got problems with my friends. Like I'll get problems with my friends and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So recently, I've just learned, no, it's not them, it's me.
It's you.
A lot of it's just me.
It's just you.
It's just me. I'm like,
you're the problem. Like you think everybody else is the problem. It's like, no,
not anymore, dude. I know I'm the problem. I know I'm the
Right.
problem. I'm trying to figure out how you like. Some of it's just natural, and it's just you can't do nothing about it. And then some, like I'm trying to outsmart it to where like it's. But
you know, a lot as you get older too, it's almost like you try to make stands and you try to like stick up for certain things, but then after a while, you got to realize it's like, and it happened to me too. Like I didn't talk to my mom or my brother for like 2 years because they didn't show up for like my 40th birthday, help celebrate it and shit. And then
your mom and your brother didn't show up to your 40th birthday.
They're like, we don't have much money right now.
Yeah,
I'm like, you can.
They didn't throw you like a birthday party at the house, like get you like a $12 cake or something like that.
We're going to this restaurant. You can get like an $11 burger.
Yeah,
she's like, times are kind of tight.
Is that what she said?
Yeah. She literally said that. We don't have money. I'm like, you can just hang out, get a drink, whatever. Like, you know what I mean? It was just bullshit.
Yeah.
And I held it over their head for like 2 years.
Uh-huh.
And
what happened?
finally, I just really like, well, yeah, I don't know. It's people just like, it's your mom and your brother. It's just how they are.
That's how they are.
So you just gotta fucking.
It's a hard thing to swallow.
Do you want to just not talk to them ever again, and then your mom's dead one day, and then what are you going to think about that? Or, you know, whatever happened. So I was like, all right, and just not expect like fucking shit from them, and you have to realize that's who the fuck they are, and it sucks.
Dude, it sucks because my family, not all of them, but there's a select few that have really low standards in my family. Mm-hmm. And my wife, since I'm married, she has to deal with that, where she's like, I'm not used to like she's like, these are crazy standards, and I'm like, yeah, what do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? Like, how am I gonna like go into that person's life and change their standards of like living in life and how they want to do things?
And when you're saying standards, these people really don't have standards,
dude. You know, although my Uncle Jim, I recently started talking to my Uncle Jim again, and he's got it seems like he's got his life. He's putting his life back together. Yeah, he's not drinking. And my Uncle Jim's never not drunk. Like,
he's not drinking. That's how he's getting a little bit.
So he got his life back together now. Now he's working because he's always been a worker, but the drinking always seems to like get into the way, and then it fucks up a job and shit like that. And then
is he wearing sleeveless shirts?
So. Oh, he has no problem probably wearing a sleeveless shirt, I'm sure.
Work, dude, as his work
actually, my Uncle Jim, though, for many years, he would never wear a shirt. He would never wear a shirt.
Damn.
And he has like a big beer gut and stuff like that, and like a hairy chest, and it's just like,
it's
like, dude, put a fucking shirt on. You could be doing anything.
It's certain dudes that's just
grilling
like
burgers and shit with no shirt on.
Everyday outfit is just no shirt.
Yeah. And no, dude, check this out. This is one of his outfits right here. No shirt, sweatpants, no underwear.
You know? Gross. Wow.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Tell me about it.
My dad used to wear like a fucking short sleeve, like beige, like button shirt.
Yeah.
But he would never button it, so it would just be fucking open.
That's
just
old school.
His big belly just sticking out. I'm like, why even bother wearing that fucking shirt? What else more are you hiding?
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's not a bad way of like whatever. You know what that truck driver told me also, dude? He goes, I go.
He said he'd suck your dick for $100.
Yeah, I popped out 100. Then he fucking barrel rolled out of my. He barrel rolled out of my car.
Yeah, I want to see that again. Here's 100.
No, dude. You know what he said? I go, I bet you see some shit out there. He goes, yeah, man. He goes, like a couple months ago. He goes, some guy pulls up to side my truck, and I've heard this. This is a common one.
Yeah.
Some guy pulls up in a car next to my truck, going the same speed limit I'm going, and he's jacking off. Right, but he wants him. The guy jacking off
wants him. He was in a truck too?
No, he's in a semi. The guy's
semi.
in like a fucking Camry or a Accord or something like that, right? And the guy's jacking off, and he wants him to see him jacking off because he's going the same speed limit. So he said, I speed up to like 80 miles an hour. He speeds up to 80 miles an hour. He goes, I speed down to 40 miles an hour. He speeds down to 40 miles an hour. He goes, what the fuck, man? Because this guy's just going at it, right? Just jacking off. And he goes, you know what I did? I go, what? He goes, we were out in the middle of nowhere. He goes, I just ran him off the road.
No.
Yeah, he
really?
did. He said he just ran him off the road. He
Holy
goes, dude.
fuck.
He goes, I looked in my mirror. He goes, he fucking got airborne. He put him into the grass, and he said, I fucking went airborne. I go, holy shit, dude.
I wonder if he was airborne. He still had his dick in his hand.
Dude, yeah, he probably had his dick and his dick's out. You know, well, dude, that's like a creep way of doing it. Like, I get it. Like, I guess the guy.
You think so?
Well, I guess the guy might have a sense of humor. He's like, I'm jacking off or whatever like that.
Maybe it was,
that's a real weird individual.
That's
well,
the guy who does the he chokes himself when he fucks.
Yeah.
Or when he jacks off, he's choking himself and stuff and tying around his neck, and then that's not working for him anymore. So now he's doing high speed chases.
Yeah.
with semis. That's like. You know when like people are like when you see in movies when like someone's like trying to get from one car to the other or to the one car to the semi or whatever, like you drive, hold the wheel, and then the one guy that's trying to stay the same speed and then jump on the other side. This guy's like trying to hold his dick in his hand, stay at the same speed as this truck, and watch the road.
And why he's
trying to fucking going, speeding up.
He said why he's jacking off. He's like looking up at him. he's looking up at him like they got some kind of connection.
Dude, that would be a fucking funny video. Just like show man, like
dude,
and then you show him like getting off the road and his car going airborne, and then like 10 minutes later the guy's right next to him again, like what the fuck?
There's always been that guy though, right? Because hasn't there always been flashers? Like you always had that idea of a guy wearing like a trench coat and they'd flash you and shit like that. Like what is that about?
Was that like, do you think that was happened like was it more real or like
I bet that's been happening.
Doing that?
I bet that's been happening since fucking.
Because when you see somebody in a trench
900.
coat and you can tell they're not wearing anything else underneath, you know he's a flasher, right?
Yeah.
So like, what? Look at this dude to the left of us. What? This is the dirtiest, trashiest fucking hangout. It's the worst.
Yeah, that dude looks like.
God damn.
He looks like an extra for the doc that was in Back to the Future.
Yeah,
he's
I was
got
gonna
the hair
say,
and everything.
he looks like Christopher Lloyd.
Yeah,
after he's died already.
That dude will heckle you though, dude. He's
Dude,
been at this
that
open
guy's
mic
here?
and he gets
He's
drunk
at
and he
the open
heckles.
mic?
He's like the Charlie of this place.
Dude, that guy. If I looked that ugly and that old, I'd probably fucking be yelling at people too.
Yeah.
Right?
Dude, they're have you been noticing people are graduating?
Yeah.
Like now, like the kids.
Yeah.
Dude, I swear to God, if I just had a tad less class, like the other day I was driving by somebody and the window was down, and there was a lot of them. I was down by UIC. I literally wanted to yell out, "You ain't gonna do shit!" Like I wanted to fucking yell that, dude. It was so in me to do it, and I just did not have the balls. Like just to yell at like 300 people with gowns on, just like, "You ain't gonna ever do shit." You know? Because you know what's crazy, dude, is they got those graduation gowns on, and it's true that there's not necessarily means that they're going to do shit with that degree.
I wonder if there's like any families where they know their kids graduated and they know that's the best it's going to get. You know what I mean? Like they already know like he's not going to do anything else. So we need to celebrate this like big time because he's going to work at like the gas station or he's going to fucking, work in the rides at the amusement parks. Well,
dude, I've met people that are straight up weirdos. I can't remember my examples, but I know I've talked about it when it was going on where they're straight up weirdos and they're going to school for some degree and you're just like, nobody's going to give this weirdo a job. Like nobody's going to give this weirdo fucking person a job. They're literally on the spectrum. They're somehow on the spectrum maybe. And even the spectrum people get jobs. My wife says she has one at her job that she thinks to just yeah.
You know this everyone's got that spectrum and shit now, like
it's basically
back
saying
in the
you're
day,
retarded.
Yeah, it's basically saying you're retarded. Because when you're young and you say you're on the spectrum or whatever, like we never call that. Like we either called you retarded, you're a spaz. If you're like anxious person, you're a spaz, or you're a fucking weirdo.
No, we called them weavers. I told you we called them weavers because we had a weaver school, and that's where all the retards went to was the weaver school.
Jesus Christ!
And we just called them weavers, but that's only a regional thing. Like if I go back, you know what? That weaver school ain't there no more. I don't know what they made it.
I wonder, like you can't say retard anymore, but maybe if you said different varieties of like of retard, like you're like semi-retarded, or if you say like you're full on, like, but if you say just retard, people get so offended by it. But
know.
I've never seen any
It's
like.
very mean. I get
I've
it.
never
It's very
seen any
mean.
like parents who actually have a retarded kid actually like say like, hey, like say that. It's usually that people don't even have anybody in their families that are sticking up and saying this shit, right?
I get it. You know, like I get it. Like I'd say
I
it
can
like
understand
that. I totally
because if
understand it because it is a
that
mean
point,
thing, and they
but
don't. And anybody, you know,
we're
what
not
sucks?
saying it. We're not literally meaning it.
No.
Like that's why we're not. You're taking it out of context. We're just fucking
Right.
busting balls. Like
You're just
your
busting.
podcast.
Yeah. Well. Another thing is, it's like saying something's cool, but you're not meaning it's cold. You know,
Right.
it's just like it's just a description of like,
Yeah, it's
dude.
just
Even when people
fucking-
say retarded, you're never ever thinking about like a retarded person. Like you're
Right.
never thinking about
Exactly.
like you're never thinking of that. You know,
A lot of times you're just saying you're stupid or
you're just
you're
being
like
stupid.
being
it's
stupid.
code for
Like,
stupid.
yeah.
But now they're saying spectrum.
And not saying that you're just a stupid person, but you're just being stupid. Yeah, now it's like spectrum.
And
like,
dude, spectrum's just code for retarded. That's all it
yeah.
is.
And like
So stupid. They just put a new code word on it. Until that's not good anymore, where they go
Right.
spectrum. That's very insulting.
And this one girl I worked with had like 3 kids that were autistic, and it made me like think like, well, is there something up with like were you like drinking or smoking during the pregnancy? Because that seems really weird to have 3
Dude,
kids who are autistic.
I went to school with a high school
don't know.
girl that had a child, and that poor child was Down syndrome. It's because she was a party girl.
Really?
Yeah, she was like 16 and had a kid, and
Yeah.
she was a party girl.
For sure.
Uh-huh.
Like I wonder, like yeah, there's a lot that. Do they really even know what causes like Asperger's or autisms or anything on the spectrum besides being obviously if you're having incest and you have a kid with an extra chromosome like it's like retarded, like you know that it's from that.
Dude, no, they
But
got it down,
you
dude.
know, like,
Science
what
said
else?
it's pussy broke. They got a broke pussy. You know what I'm saying? That's how it's.
Oh, is that really the secret
It's
to it?
broke pussy. They got a broke pussy.
No,
you know?
that doesn't. You can't because they're saying like autism and stuff. Like they haven't found really a reason why it happens, from what I heard. So I don't. That's what I'm saying. Like there's got to be. It can't be just genetics, right?
I
mean,
think
it's got to be.
I heard
something
autism
you're
and you can get on the spectrum from pissing in pickle jars. I told my wife about the
yeah?
pickle jar pissing in,
I took a picture of it. You
and
wanna
she
see
goes, "No, I don't want to see it. Let me see it. Let me see it." What do
I
you
put
mean?
it because I told you like I didn't move it. This is where it actually is, and this is from like last night. Like I peed in it last night after the not right after the podcast, but I do it in the morning. You know, like I was saying.
Mm-hmm.
See, it's filled up with.
Oh my God,
like
he's showing me a
3/4 way the
fucking
pee.
3/4. Your pee's really light. I thought it'd be yellower.
Oh, I take B vitamins.
Oh my God, dude.
The B vitamins like make it a weird color.
You
So,
need
like,
you need to quit doing that though. Boy, and it's jewel
one-
pick.
that's just
It's
one
like
pea.
it's like jewel pickle jar. It's
Yeah, it's
signature.
pickle
It's a signature
sears. It's
label. You couldn't
zesty-
even got
it's
like
zesty
Blast
dill.
or whatever it was or whatever it is.
what is it called?
The good one, like the
Blasters.
Yeah.
No. Well, I mean, they weren't on sale, but there's my cat's food bowl. And water
You got your
dish.
piss thing by your cat's food bowl?
It's got the lid on it. Like I don't.
Your poor cat's like, dude, why couldn't I got the fucking fiance?
Yeah, yeah. In my room,
your cat got you.
My cat's like fucking
How did
shitting
you
and
become
pissing in a box,
cat
and I'm
guy,
pissing
dude?
in a jar.
How did you become a cat guy?
Because
I don't
they're
understand.
easy, a lot easier. I don't know. Like I liked it.
But don't
I've
you feel
always liked them
feminine
more.
having a cat and stuff like that, dude?
What are you talking about?
I
dude?
just feel like dudes don't have like
No.
I don't feel like dudes like take care of cats and stuff like that. Like that's like
Mm.
a. I only
No,
thought like gay
no.
guys and like serial killers that were like had cats. I really never knew.
Really?
I had a cat when I was in my 20s, man, but
You know what's but you know what's I don't have any problem with cats.
it was a
but
mouser. It was a
when you
mouser.
get fucking when you have weirdos who have like fucking ferrets. Do you remember those weirdos?
I had a drug dealer that had a ferret.
Yeah, there's always something off about those guys.
They
like
stink.
I don't want to be
They
friends.
smell musky.
Yeah,
and shit
if you
too.
can have a stinky ferret in your house, something's wrong with you.
Ugh.
Like that, there's a shady motherfucker.
Dude, I had, you know what, man? You know what? I'm so glad that like weed's fucking recreational now. I had that drug dealer had a Rottweiler that shit all in the house, and he had to rip up the carpet. Then he just shit on the like shitty hardwood floor under there that wasn't even done.
Really?
And then it smelled like shit. Then he had a big ferret cage the size of a whole wall, and he just made the whole wall like a carrot cage, and it smelled
stupid.
musky. And that guy, when I'd come over his house to buy weed, he would treat me like an asshole. Like where I'm just like that's why you know it's almost like
Your
cab
place
drivers
is a
and Uber
dump.
drivers
Yeah.
where it's like well, I wonder they made it legal. It's because because asshole drug dealers out there they're just treating you like a dick. It's like you're
Yeah.
the one that has the drugs. I
We're
like doing
making
drugs.
you money to pay for
I'm
your
coming
fucking
here
place.
to your place in North. Yeah,
You know what I mean? Yeah, like ferrets. I don't even know. Like you can't even. They're not even a good pet. Like what do? They don't like sit in your lap.
they're
and
really
fucking, like,
smart. They're
they
really
run around
interesting. They're
everywhere.
better than cats. No, ferrets are better. They're smarter than
No
cats.
way.
They're very charismatic.
I don't care about smart. I like a cat that purrs and I can pet it and sits on my
That's
my
how
lap.
you like it, purrs.
Yeah, it sits on my lap. It like I like to rub its ears. It's got cold ears. Like rub it and
You
like
got cold ears.
it's nice.
Whoa.
And you don't have to take them outside in the middle of fucking winter and like take them for a walk to take a shit. You know that sucks. Go downstairs, all that, upstairs.
Yeah, it
whatever
does
you
suck
want.
picking up dog shit, dude.
Right?
I'm not
Especially
lying.
in the Midwest.
The other day, dude, I'm not lying. The other day I was walking my dog and I fucking the bag. I had a grocery store bag. And it had little holes in it, and I didn't know that. And I put my finger right in my dog shit, and then I had to walk. I had to walk a whole half of a block around with dog shit.
And you're just trying not to think about. I was petting my cat the other day, and like all of a sudden, like fucking like just did a little shit splat on my fucking hand.
Ooh.
She's got like loose stool or something, like some kind of problem. And I instantly got up and like, Ryan, it's okay. It's okay. Just go to the bathroom. Just go to the bathroom. We're gonna wash it off.
Oh
and I was like
God.
gagging. And I was like, "Ugh!" And it was like, oh, it was like fucking drippy. Oh, the fucking worst. I don't know, man.
Hey, dude, this open mic's going to start. You got any weirdo shit that's happened in the last 24 hours, before we get off here? We're going to keep
Well, I mean,
it.
you're just saying like I'm just like your go-to for like fucking weirdo stories about the
Well,
way you
dude,
live.
you piss in fucking pickle jars in a house that
Yeah.
you have a bathroom, and you had a wet dream that you put fucking your underwear in aluminum foil, then put it in a Ziploc bag, and then run it out to the trash. So
Yeah,
your
and-
ex-fiance didn't see you have a wet dream.
In the live sex cams. where I
And you
watch
have
other
live
people
sex
pay
cams, and you like to go
for
into a gym.
titties.
You go to a gym that you don't pay any
Sneak.
money. You just walk in,
Yeah.
and then you bust their balls about like, hey, what's going on with this place? You got to get your game up and stuff. Like, who does that? Dude.
Sir, can I see your card? Well, I don't actually have a membership here,
Yeah.
but you know.
Yeah, now
Dude,
until
I
you
think
told
I'll
me
go
that
there.
story, dude. I didn't know that. I didn't really think white privilege existed, and then now, like, I started to think, like, well, there's an example. There's an example. All right, guys.
I don't think there's anything else.
Guys, thanks for listening. Bustin' Balls Podcast on Instagram, American Pennell Comedy on Instagram. Ryan Andrews, you can find you at Ryan Andrews 76 on Instagram, right? But
Yeah.
it's not
RY Andrews 76.
Yeah, RY Andrews. Yeah, why'd you do it like that? You trying to get fancy, huh? RY
Just
Andrews.
because my names go together, so I thought I was being clever. But then when I looked it up, everybody named Ryan Andrews fucking figured that out.
So, ladies, if you're single out there and you're listening to this, send Ryan some titty pics, and there's some gay
please.
guys out there. Just send him some dick
Send
pics
me
on the
some. I'll
DMs.
blow you up for $100 too if you have that.
$100
guy,
and you got
if
a barrel
guys-
roll
if you know
out.
that guy.
All right, guys. Thanks for listening, man.